Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're tuned in with Life as Rick, and if you can't tell by the title, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an awesome day. And today we're going to be talking about body hair, because that's important for people and things. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're tuned in with Life as Rick, and if you can't tell by the title, we're going to be talking about body hair today. So I've been postponing doing this video for a while, but before we end the month of Januhairy, I want to go ahead and upload this. So basically, this is a very passionate subject for me as far as body hair, and for females there's always a stigma attached to it. But before we get into the if you are new here, welcome, and feel free to hit the subscribe button. I hope you guys like this video. If you do like it, be sure to give me a thumbs up and give me any feedback in the comment section. Before doing the video, I was like trying to see how I really wanted to present myself, and as you can see, I went for glamorous instead of all natural. And I'm actually gonna head to class in like an hour or two, something like that. So I really want to film this in one go, but hopefully everything goes well. And this is going to be an overview of my 1-year experience of not shaving and how I have perceived it, those around me have perceived it, and just any bumps and things along the way, but also good things in that sense. Okay, so I want to talk about why I stopped shaving, for one. So I'm a sociology major, for those of you who don't know, and taking my social psychology course, we had an assignment to read a chapter in our book or whatever, but it started to talk about the traditions and why people do things the way that they do, and it used shaving as an example. Pretty much I had an epiphany, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't been living for myself. Like, basically I've been doing, well, it was 21 years then, but 22 years of my life wrong. And I'm just like, not necessarily wrong, but I realized that I wasn't doing it for reasons for myself. It was me shaving so that I would be normal or like other people, and basically not get chastised for not shaving. And I don't know, that just really opened my eyes a bit. But I did self-reflect to being in middle school, and I guess I hit puberty or whatever, and I started growing more hair. I had a unibrow, and I hadn't started shaving yet. And I remember being teased by some other guys in my class, and they're like, look at her underarms, like, oh my god, she got armpit hair. And I'm like, why y'all making fun of me? Like, I can't help this, it just comes. And after that, I begged my mom to let me start shaving, and she's like, no, you're not gonna get no razors, blah 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 blah. She finally caved in, but it was like in her own time. But that's a whole nother story in itself, because I wasn't finna take no for an answer, and I went and I found the dullest razor in the house, and let's just say that my body was on fire for about a week. But yes, don't be like me. So I did self-reflect about that, and my reasons for starting shaving was so that I wouldn't be bullied, and that I would kind of, fit in, of course. And that's not to say that I don't uphold women who do shave. I just want to allow that conversation to be had as to, why are you shaving in the first place? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it so other people don't see you differently? And so it'll be a year. Well, it's already been a year for me. So I stopped shaving the first week of January in 2019, and it was a bit difficult because I wasn't wanting to go head on into it. I was a little scared. I still had my razors at the time in case I needed them, and I finally ended up giving my last pack of razors to a friend, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna need these anymore if I'm gonna do this. It's like a cold turkey type of thing. And what else? I'm not fully against the thought of having a hairless body, I'll say, because I'm okay with going to get a wax. I've never had a wax other than my eyebrows, but I wouldn't be against it. But as far as shaving, like actual razor to my body, no, I can't fathom right now. And I'm gonna get into like talking about bad things as far as bad and good things. So I want to do a pros and cons video as far as not shaving goes, but that'll be like separate from this. But I already know I'm gonna start talking about it. I had wrote some things on paper, so I was trying to go in like organized methods, but that's not working. So I only wrote so much, but if I don't film this now, I feel like I'm gonna chicken out and not do it. I do want to talk about my experiences with my network, my social life. So I'll say my friends were a bit wary at first, which was to be expected because it was a really new thing. Even for myself, I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I was doing something. I knew that much. I don't know where to start. Okay, so I guess I'll reference family. I won't be using any like names or things, but I'll tell you guys as far as like the scenario. So I've had family members basically ask me, well, am I gay? Am I wanting to be with a woman because I'm not shaving anymore? Which that's how sexuality works, right? No. And at the time I had also cut all my hair off, so I can understand why they would go that route. Believe me, that was a bit drastic, but I did it all for reasons that had nothing to do with that. It was more for me and self-love and just finding my own image as far as my body and self-identity. So I wouldn't think it was really a crisis scenario. It was more of an evolvement, so to say. So I was enlightened. So that really got me to thinking as to what the imagery of a female should be, or I'll say a heterosexual female, because in the case of me not shaving, it was like, well, it was brought to my attention that, how do I put this? Okay, so a family member approached me and she's like, basically, if you're wanting to go to the lifestyle of dating women, you have my blessing and I will love you no less. And also, if I am dabbling in drugs and things of that nature, it's okay because people experiment. Things along those lines, but that wasn't what was going on with me. But it still really brought to my attention how society views a proper heterosexual female image, and for you to go against those things, it's like people will start to question whether you're changing your lifestyle or you're wanting to, I guess, experiment with. Yeah, I wasn't doing drugs, but I understood why someone would go to those extremes. But again, this is just me sharing my experiences. I also had another family member ask me, why would I want to do this? Do I not want to be sexy and attract a male? And it blew my mind that, okay, it didn't really blow my mind because, you know, it's life in society. But to think that in order to be sexy or attractive to a male, you have to shave. And that's just not, it really got me with that one. And these are fairly older people in my life, so they're kind of, you know, stuck with their one-sided mentality, so there was no arguing their opinions, which that was okay. I was still kind of taken aback. Like, come on, like we couldn't have kept that in our minds or something. No, okay. And I've had a family member actually touch my underarm hair, which that was highly uncomfortable and just crossed all types of barriers. Okay. I had another experience where, okay, I wanted to take pictures with a friend, and they're like, cool, okay, we can take pictures, but you can't raise your arms. So it's like, well, I don't want to take pictures anymore now, but I don't know. I can understand the wariness of it and because it's of course my decision to do, and I can't push these sorts of things onto other people. But it was just like I guess a slap in the face, because it was something I was really kind of proud of and excited to do, but I can't express it with that person. And it kind of also encouraged me to keep doing this, because I'm like, well, if it makes that many people uncomfortable, I'm obviously doing something right. And I'm the type of person that if there are boundaries, I have to push it. But I won't say in a bad way, but if there's something that females aren't supposed to do, or black people, I don't know, just something that we are systematically not supposed to do, or socially, like, you get reprimands and all that good stuff. I'm the type of person that's going to go towards that and want to expose it for what it really is. Like, why is it that you think I can't do these things? Why is it that you see me this way when I do this? And to talk about it, because we're not going to grow and learn and gain knowledge if we aren't brought out of our comfort zone. I did watch some other people's YouTube videos from where they had stopped shaving, or I think it was Little Bucket. Yeah, don't quote me, I don't know. But I was just looking up different people, or if it was just like body hair wash routine. It was just different stuff that I was interested in, and other people, how they express themselves through their platform or whatever. And it was really interesting to see. So me personally, I'm still cautious. It's like a love-hate relationship. Like, I love that I don't shave, but I hate the feeling that I get when I know people are going to judge. So, for instance, I go to yoga on my campus, and it's summertime, it's hot, so I'm wearing like, your tank tops or whatever. And if I'm like raising my arms and stuff, I'm looking around because it's like a mirror right in front of us, so we can see everyone that's behind us and beside us, behind the instructor. And I'm fine with it, at least in the comfort of my room. But then when I'm there, it's also a sense of empowerment. So it's a double-edged sword there. So I'm able to see their expressions change when they see that I have underarm hair, when I raise my arms up. And it does make me feel self-conscious and uncomfortable, but on the other hand, it also gives me a sense of empowerment, knowing that either A, I made them feel uncomfortable, or B, they could be admiring it. I don't know. And because you're going to, I guess, attract attention in that sense, I do hope to push past the feeling of uncomfortableness. I don't know if it will ever go away, because I'm always conscious that, hey, I have underarm hair. And sometimes I'll forget, like if I'm raising my arms up, and I have on like a sleeveless shirt or whatever. But then when I do remember, I'm like, oh, I can't have my arm up this high. I need to lower it. It doesn't need to be this visible. They don't need to see this. And then I remember, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like I need to hide and cover my body? And it's just a moment for self-reflection, really. Because I can say that I still would do that in certain circumstances, but I'm still learning, still evolving, and, growth. And I remember sharing my ideas for doing this video with one of my old supervisors on campus, and she was psyched for it, and she was encouraging me to put my experience out there and opinions, all that good stuff. But more so, it's doing it for yourself. And for me, I'm wanting to encourage other, if you're wanting to stop shaving, or if you're thinking about it, I want to be that imagery that, okay, it's okay to do this sort of thing, or I can ease into it the best way that I can if you really want to go for it. Because it doesn't have to be a end-all be-all. You could start shaving a year or so from now. You could just shave when you feel like it. A lot of people try different things. So when talking to her, she gave me a lot of insights, and where she had some ideas of using more natural-based products, whether it's lotions, deodorants, skincare, all that, those things. And one of her friends kind of just shot the idea down, but she was still pretty confident in her decision, and that was a moment for her to self-reflect as to why she's doing what she's doing, and why does she see it this way and the other person see it that way. And I understand, like, completely that even friends are gonna have different ideas and opinions. My experiences haven't been all bad. I don't know if this is like sounding like every bad thing that's happened, but I don't think they have. I've had other people leave encouraging messages on, whether it's on my social media, or y'all, I done had my fair share of men hop in my inbox. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because I shared one of my pictures to a body hair movement. Basically, it was a Instagram page, and they support women who choose not to shave, and they show their images. And I shared my picture to that, and I got a lot of I guess just feedback, but they felt comfortable coming in my inbox, and no, it wasn't gonna jive, y'all. I did get the question of do I use deodorant, so that was kind of in lines with if you're, I guess, not shaving, or they were interested. But I do use deodorant. I would be interested in using more natural antiperspirants. There were a few that I looked up. They're kind of expensive, and there are other like home remedy type things like baking soda, lemon juice, but I'm lazy, and I'm not finna mix all that stuff up. But for now, I'm still using regular deodorant like Dove, but I wouldn't say that it's a prominent thing that I just have to have. Okay, what else is there? See, I'm about to get into the pros and cons of shaving. And okay, I was dealing with a lot of ingrown hairs, and whether it was razor burn or that sort of thing, whether it's chafing. But that doesn't mean that sort of stuff goes away when you stop shaving. I have learned. Of course, razor burn and chafing is like diminished, but you could still get ingrown hairs. I want to save all of that material for later, so I'm gonna try and bring it back to the experiences. So I'm a sociology major, so for my classes, I actually ended up using my passion for body hair as my topics for all my research papers. So I ended up doing the social constructs of female body hair and beauty standards, and how it affects females in the 21st century. And it was very interesting. Also, I can actually show you guys the books that I ordered. Okay, so I ended up ordering this book, Plucked, a history of hair removal. So it kind of dated back far from like using, it was really interesting. I didn't get to finish it, but I used it for my research project, and I'm hoping to read through it again. but it's basically talking about how we use hair to define ourselves in society and how it means different things for different people and depending on what culture you're living in. It even gave us an example of how the United States used forced shaving in Guantanamo Bay for their detainees and basically like stripped them of their identity in a way. So like if they had like a beard or flowing hair, like anything along those lines, they would basically shave their whole body. And that just really kind of tied into what I was going for as far as how much emphasis and symbolism that our hair needs in society. And for some people it means power or your leadership, whatever position you're in, and it has a lot to do with our gender identity and how we're going to be perceived when we're approaching other people. So that was a really nice experience, and I may leave a link for my essay if anyone's interested. I'll put that in the description box so you guys can go and read. It's like 15 pages or so, but I promise y'all it's worth the read. And I ended up getting an 8 on that paper, so yeah. But I feel like I'm forgetting so much. Like I had in my mind that this was gonna take like an hour to film, and it's only been 27 minutes, and if that, because I'm gonna edit this down, of course. I do regret not doing a makeup tutorial for this look, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. I ain't mad. Again, I have had some positivity and encouragement. My roommate has always encouraged me to do what I want with my body, so whether it's something that she would do or not, she always comes back and says, hey, if this is what you want to do, she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure, like, this is something I want to do. She's like, well, go for it. I had to realize that a lot of our encouragement in life is going to have to come from ourselves, and because if I'm seeking external validation, I will never be happy with myself, and I have to go back and kind of go find the inner Rakitha and see what she wants and make sure she's okay, rather than go searching for, is this okay? Can I do this? Do I look right? Am I acceptable? Are people going to see me a certain way? And you just have to kind of bring it back and not internalize it, but manifest your own self-love and just more encouragement for yourself. Because sometimes I have to look at myself in the mirror and just literally tell myself that I'm beautiful with my body hair. So I'm specifically focused on those things, because sometimes I can look at it and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why do I want to be, that blue crayon in a box of green crayons? Like, why do I want to stand out? Maybe this isn't the right thing. Maybe I jumped in too quickly. So it's a lot of times where I do feel self-conscious, or more self-conscious than usual. Or does that make sense? And I just have to kind of use reverse psychology. So I have to come back and feed those positive words into myself and basically remember who I am, and that I am the baddest bitch out here, and why am I second guessing myself? Okay. See, I still got like an hour and a half before my class, and I thought it was going to take forever. Ooh, I just remembered another thing. Okay, so I remember posting my first time on Facebook where it was like my 4-month no shave anniversary or whatever, and that was like when it was legitimized for me. And I posted about kind of taking on that step of change, and how I realized that I hadn't been shaving for myself. I've been shaving for other people, and I'll be darned if I'm doing something for somebody else and not myself. So, I do remember one of my cousins on my news feed, and I really did get more encouragement than I thought I would get with that. Um, I remember her posting that she hates when females be walking around looking like a man under the arms, and it was like right after I posted a picture, and I'm pretty familiar with her, and I knew it was at me, but I just pretty much laughed, reacted to it. Then I unfriended her, so I didn't have to look at none of her things anymore. But that was a thing, and I almost don't want to even give her the 20 seconds of me talking about her on my channel here. But hey, it is what it is. And don't y'all be saying, hey, it couldn't have been about you. You don't always know that. But if the shoe fit, I laced it up and I took it because it fits. But I also know that negative comments are going to come, and especially with me doing YouTube or posting things on social media, and it's public, I'm not always going to get positive reactions. There's going to be some negative things, some bad things. Not everybody going to like it, thumbs down, and that's okay. You know, see it, keep it pushing, read it. That's okay too. And I can respect another woman's decisions to shave. Like, this isn't me saying, hey, no woman needs to shave her whole life. I mean, unless you don't want to, then don't do it, because you don't have to. And another thing that I found when I was doing my research is a lot of women's experiences. It was people asking them, hey, did you run this by your husband or your boyfriend or whoever you're with, girlfriend? Did you run this by them, as far as to say you have to check with your significant other before you do anything in accordance to your own body? Like, that just did not make sense to me, because first of all, that's not their decision to make, and second of all, this is my body. Ain't nobody else in this body but me, and I'll be darned, even if they say that they didn't want me to not do it, I'm obviously with the wrong person. For them, well, y'all gonna see it now. Y'all might see it differently. I don't know. I won't say I'm with the wrong person, but if they cannot accept me in the long run for the actions that I've chose, there obviously needs to be some conversations had and some things changed. And if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. But again, I want this to be mainly encouragement. I feel like I'm repeating myself so much, but I want this to be an opportunity for other women to relate to me if they're feeling that they don't want to keep shaving, or if they want to kind of take some time off from the razor, from the waxes, and see what it really is that they want to do with their body. Because again, I could very well start back shaving. This isn't the end all be all, but my mentality and my spirit now says no razors. I would go for a wax. Who knows? And yeah, I just want to be able to have that area of a no judgment zone for women. And with that being said, I'm interested in pursuing women's studies for my master's, because I do graduate in the spring, May 9th, y'all. And it's been something that, as far as sociological views, I do enjoy that. So I would like to see how much further I can take it and the side of women's issues. And I'm taking a few courses that I really, really enjoy this semester. So I have a sociology of gender, anthropology of religion, and advanced seminar. I have some other like research classes and communications, but it's still some things that I really want to keep learning about. So I'm hoping that will be a good area for me. I'm just kind of waiting for the universe to just keep pushing me towards that direction, and we'll see what happens. But if anybody else has experienced anything or has gone through not shaving and whether, you know, good experiences and bad. I would want you guys to share it in the comment section and let me know. Or if you guys have another video out in regards to body hair and different things like that, just let me know. Put it in the comments. Let other people know that they can see it when they come through too. And yeah, this was great. Again, I haven't been shaving for like a year, and when it gets like super long, I like go in and trim it. But other than that, and it's really, I don't think it's that much. But when I do trim it, I feel naked. Like, I'm to the point where I don't feel normal without it. So I have grown like an attachment to it in a way. So like, this my homegirl and she gotta be with me. So when I go trimming, it's just like, it feels unnatural, and I have to like wait for it to grow back, and then I'm just like, this is not me. I do really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping to talk more about my journey as far why do I say that so much? I'm hoping to talk more about my journey with not shaving and how it has affected me. And my next hair video would pretty much be a do's and don'ts. I'm tempted to film it today, but I don't know. I said do's and don'ts. I meant pros and cons, y'all. But, you know, I might film it today, I might not. So just be on the lookout for that too. And thank you again for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and click that notification bell so you'll be able to come in and enjoy when I upload again, you know, with this judgmental free zone for all, you know, women and men alike. Y'all, if you wanted to see other videos from me, y'all click the notification bell. And thanks so much. Okay, I did forget to mention that I'm in a few Facebook groups for body hair empowerment, and I'm gonna get this right. Make sure I tell you guys the right group. So there's two that I'm actually pretty active in, and people are active in themselves because some of them are like kind of dead. But there's No Shave Forever, and I think the other one is Women's Hairy Mammoth Tribe, but they're pretty much other women who feel the same way or similar, I'll say, as far as not shaving, and they'll post pictures, you post pictures, you encourage each other, share your day, and just things like that. If you're going through hard times, good times, it's just another area for support and encouragement. So if you guys are interested in that, look them up on Facebook and request to join. And I've enjoyed my experiences so far, so yeah. Thank you guys so much. This is Ricky signing off.